Hello, I'm Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme in the kitchen. And today in the kitchen, we are participating in a spring kitchen vignette challenge that is being hosted by Denise Jordan of This and That. And Denise Jordan is a wonderful YouTube creator, and she has every season a kitchen challenge that she puts into play. Now, I am going to post below a link to Denise's channel because Denise has all kinds of videos related to things that young housewives may be interested in. Cooking, cleaning, and washing, all types of things. So she even includes organization. You'll want to check out her channel. Now, also below, you're going to find the playlist of other creators who have participated in this challenge. And I just know that you are going to see so much eye candy that I'm sure you're going to want to try some of the things that you see. So take a seat and let's put together a spring kitchen vignette for our 2020 kitchen. Stay tuned. All right, there are several requirements that Denise has for each of us when we are participating in this challenge. First of all, we need a tray. And it doesn't have to be a flat tray like this one. It can be a 3-tier tray. It can even be a basket. But the vignette must sit in something that is transportable. So should we need to move this from one place to another, it will be easy to do. So I'm using a tray that I found, and if I'm going to try to remember to put an iCard at the top so that you'll know that I showed this in a spring haul recently that I found at Ross. And it's the perfect color, the perfect weight, and the perfect size for our vignette. I also showed in that haul some of my florals. And one of those florals is this beautiful spring Easter wreath that we found. And actually, this did not come from Ross. This came from, wait for it, Kroger. Kroger had this particular wreath. So we're going to be using this wreath, this tray, and watch. I'm going to add some pipberry. And this is not a whole pipberry garland. This is just a portion of it that I cut off that I'm going to place into my wreath that I have because I wanted to pick up a little extra texture and some extra color, because after all, it is spring and we want plenty of color, plenty of texture, and we're just going to mix the wreath and the pipberry together, and you're going to see how one will intermingle with the other, and eventually you won't know one from the other. Now, also with this, I have some flowers, and these flowers came from Amazon, and I'm going to take these flowers and place them into the wreath, because after all, it is a wreath. I'm going to try to turn these flowers in the same direction as the rest of the wreath is going. So let's see if I can let's do opposites here to make sure that we have a place for everything. Everything has a place. And these are beautiful pink flowers. They're hydrangeas, and we've got all sorts of flowers that are a part of this arrangement. So we're just going to put those flowers in to add little extra touches of spring. Now, that's not to say that before it's all over with, we may not add some more color to it. But for right now, this is where we're going to start. So we have our hydrangea right there. Put it in with the eggs and let it kind of peek out. Okay, now that gives us a very beautiful start. Now, in addition to this, I also want, we have to include some type of animal. I did not want to use my rooster or my chicken. I didn't want to use birds this year. I did birds last year. So I thought, let's do something different. For me, it was to add in this cute bunny. And this bunny is a part of that haul that I talked about. Now, what I've done extra with the bunny, because it is Easter is the major holiday of spring, I've added a cross. And I've placed that cross on the bunny with ribbon that looks very springy. And I'll turn him around so you can see his bow. Has a bow on the back. There we go. And that's what's holding the cross. So I'm going to sit this bunny in a spot where the cross will be visible, and he is, or she, whichever, is also visible. As you know, bunnies are very cute and definitely a part of spring. Now, I wanted a little more color, and I did not necessarily want to add more flowers. So I thought, hey, well, how about eggs? And not, since we have eggs already that are in the basket, I thought, well, let's add some eggs that can be eaten. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can work these down in this arrangement without making a mess, because I did put the candy in first. Okay, I know I didn't make it easy, but there's our spot for our candy. And I'm going to kind of move things around so that, oops, don't want to lose the money. Move things around so I can get things just where I want them. So there we have the color from the candy with the eggs. We have our bunny with his cross. One more thing that we needed. We needed signage. And I have this beautiful sign that says, "Hello, Spring." And I'm going to see if I can find a place where the bunny is going to be happy. And I think that's going to have to be right over here. I want that sign to stay right there. That's the perfect spot where when you look at this, you'll say, wow, it worked. She was able to get the sign, the florals, the animal, and lots of color into this vignette. Now, what I'm going to do is to take you off the tripod, and I am going to bring you in closer so that you can get a better look. I'm going to put it on the counter where it's going to be seated, and we'll find its semi-permanent home, because after all, that's the benefit of the tray. I can move it wherever I like. But before I go, I have a couple of things to say. Well, I hope you have certainly enjoyed this time in the kitchen with our spring kitchen vignette. We have our tray, our florals, our animal, and we also have our signage that says, "Hello, Spring." So, it looks like a breath of spring to me. So I'm very tickled. Now, you know, I'm thinking there's one more thing that this bunny might want to have. So let me show you what that is. What better way to add a bit of spring but by adding some candy? So I've added candy in my little crystal egg container and moved the sign to a new location, a little closer. There's our spring. And most importantly, there's the cross. Thank you to Denise for having this collaboration, and I hope you will take the time to not only watch Denise's video, but all of the other creators that have been a part of this challenge. I will link the playlist below, as well as a link to Denise's channel, so that you can certainly visit with her. And I hope that you'll take the time to come back to Ebony, Ivy, and Time. Please subscribe, not only to my channel, but to others as you visit. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be a part of this creator community. We thank you, and I thank you for visiting the kitchen of Ebony, Ivy, and Time today. Before we leave, let me first say thank you, Denise. It is so much fun to participate in your challenges. And certainly, you know, I love creating those vignettes. You started it, you've started something that has just made my mind go crazy. And I'm always thinking of new things to do right here in the kitchen. Now, so for those of you who are new to my channel, I upload 3 times a week, and my channel is all about things that are done right here in the kitchen, whether it's cooking, cleaning, or decorating. You'll find me in the kitchen. So, Ebony, Ivy, and Time, we work hard, we love God and family, and we know without a doubt that everything else is just gravy. I send blessings to you and hope you'll come back and visit the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and ring the bell so you'll know when I upload. Blessings to you and yours, and I hope to see you soon right here in the kitchen.